This video is sponsored by my favorite website creator, Squarespace, the best place to go when you want to get a domain or create a beautiful website or an online store. You know what's up? It's a new year, time for a good old clear out, isn't it? Getting rid of the things that are useless, the things that don't make you happy, and the things actually making you outright unhappy. Trust me, you feel so much better after this. Oh, come on, we all have these, the maybe one day things. All the items we keep in a drawer somewhere for the rainy day when we might need it. The weird cable, the even weirder drill thing, the weird hiking boots and strange tech equipment, and oh my, all the kitchen gadgets. Honestly, when will you ever start using or flambeing or producing your own chickpea cheese? If you haven't once used these things yet, chances are you will not ever use them. Maybe it's time to give them to someone who will. The in case of emergency spare items. You have one great potato peeler that you use every time. Still, you keep that really blunt, substandard potato peeler too, just in case you break the other one. If you somehow would break the good one, would you be happy using the bad, blunt one for the rest of your life anyway? The just in case duplicates just take up space, and most of them we won't ever need. These last couple of months, David and I have been going over all of our items and storage spaces, and I can tell you that the number one thing we get rid of are duplicates. For example, I have 2 workout leggings that I use for different activities, and still I had 2 more workout leggings just lying around never being used that I've been gifted from brands ages ago and held on to just in case. So they had to go. If you're finding it daunting to go through all of your things, the way David and I have done it is to just do one small space every Saturday morning. It takes like an hour, and afterwards we feel so proud of ourselves. If you're one of those people who hate getting rid of things, doing it in small portions is probably the least stressful way. Recommend. Are you enjoying these videos and want me to make more videos on simplifying? Be a doll and give me a little thumb. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Let's move on to the things that we keep even though they don't really make us one bit happier, like the soso clothes. The soso clothes and the duplicates must be what makes up the biggest bulk of the things we get rid of when we declutter. It's so easy to hang on to a piece of clothing that has never made you feel gorgeous or excited to accessorize and style with your other clothes, simply because there's nothing wrong with it. It fits you, it's whole and clean, it's not in any way bad looking, but still, we never reach for it when deciding what to wear. It happens so often, don't you think? Maybe we even sometimes try it on just to see if maybe today it will make us feel gorgeous. It never does it? Better give it to someone who will actually wear it and be excited about it. And if we go through our clothes and give away these items, I also find that we get better at identifying which types of items we shouldn't buy again in the future. We kind of get to know our own style better the more closely we go through our wardrobe, and that means buying fewer unnecessary things in the future. Here's a tricky one, the for now items. All the things we buy to use for now, until we find or can afford that perfect item. Like the boring desk lamp we bought because we needed light when studying, or the uninspiring wine glasses we bought for that party, or that spur of the moment uncomfortable sports bra. The thing with these interim temporary items is that they often become permanent. If you have a boring desk lamp you don't particularly like, you'll have much less motivation to find that one really good treasured one. Sometimes selling or donating one of these items will make you find that dream lamp so much quicker. And I feel that looking at items I find aesthetically unpleasing affects my mood negatively so much. I know not everyone is like this, but for us beauty hunters, fewer beautiful items will always be better than looking at things we find ugly just to fill up the space. I mean, I'd rather have no wine glasses than wine glasses that I don't even like. Tumblers are great for drinking wine from anyway. Okay, those were the things that we don't need or don't love. The only bad things about keeping things we don't need or love is that they take up space both mentally and physically. And they might need maintenance, and cleaning the flat is like 30% more of a hassle. But there's another type of item, the type that isn't just innocently taking up your space and making hoovering a bit annoying. I'm talking about the things that aren't just in the way, but are downright sinister. The items that make you actually unhappy. Let's start with the I should, the tools for improvement. By that I mean any type of equipment, gadget, tool or learning material that you bought in the hopes of improving your skill or knowledge. I'm talking the hardcore camera equipment you bought when you wanted to try your hand at professional photography. I'm talking the at-home workout gadgets you ordered the day you decided to become super fit. And I'm talking that pile of books of knitting you bought when you got inspired to become a talented hobby sweater maker. Whatever the improvement tools you have at home are, every time you make eye contact with them, you hear them whisper, you should learn this, or practice more, or eat better, or work out today, or whatever those tools are saying. They will make you feel bad about yourself, like you spent all this money on equipment and now you're not even using it. It happens, we get the feels, we decide to run a marathon, and then that foam roller sits unused in the wardrobe for months and months. But how easy this is to fix. Instead of hearing those, I should do this, or I'm failing at that, why not just sell or give the items away to someone who actually will use them and love them? Our stuff gets in the way enough as it is, but the stuff that actually makes us dislike ourselves, who needs them? Another type of item that can make us very unhappy is the if only items. Picture Cinderella by herself in the tower window, looking towards the castle in the distance, going all,
"What's a royal ball? After all, I suppose it would be frightfully dull and boring and completely wonderful."
Whatever castle you're mentally looking for, there are the items we keep if only. If only we buy the big house or move to that busy, exciting city, or if only we quit our jobs and trek out into the countryside. Wherever your dream castle is, saving for that one dream tomorrow can make us extremely unhappy, like a FOMO for a future life, if that makes sense. On the other hand, if we're feeling like we're making headway, if we're actually planning to go after that dream castle, then these things can instead work as motivation, like a coffee table that will be perfect in the countryside, or that dress that will look amazing at an industry event, or that smart briefcase that will impress everyone at your dream office. If you're going after it, keep the things that inspire you to try harder. But if you've stopped going after it, maybe it's time to accept that fact and let go of the things that are just a reminder of something that will never be. Question is, when you look at that thing, does it motivate you or depress you? And do you still want to go after this particular dream castle? Or maybe find a new castle, recalculate your route and start taking steps in a new direction? When was the last time you did a thorough clear out, looking at exactly everything that you own? Let's talk in the comments. And then, why not go declutter? Give me a little like if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to click subscribe if you haven't yet. Do you want to create a beautiful site, maybe start your own interior design blog? If so, you should definitely do it with Squarespace. They have great blogging tools to share your stories, photos and videos to make it easy to reach your audience. You can also auto-post your content to Twitter, Facebook and Tumblr, or simply schedule your posts for them to be properly tagged and the descriptions and titles will show up correctly. You can of course add your social media accounts to your site so that it's easy for your readers to find you everywhere. Squarespace also have great traffic analytics so that you can see how many people are visiting your site, how long they're staying for, where they're coming from and what they're interested in, like minimalism or interior design or maybe fashion, for example. So what are you waiting for? Go get your free trial today at squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JennyMustard to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. This was fun. Puss puss and hej då!